Real or not real? Today, we're going to talk about glitter, glitz, bling. Is it appropriate to wear it if it's not a special occasion? What do you think? Hello, my name is Anne, and this is Postcards from My Golden Years. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today. If you are a brand new subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just in the last month, we've gotten so many new subscribers, and I want to thank you all for making that decision. And if you're not a subscriber, hey, take a moment. It's free. Just look below the video. There's a little link there. Just click on that little subscribe icon and don't forget to click on the bell next to it. And every time I upload a new video, you'll get a quiet little reminder letting you know that there's a new video to watch. So as many of you who are my loyal subscribers know, my husband Jeff and I are preparing for a move to Nice, France. And there is so much preparation involved between selling all my shoes and selling our household things and whittling down my clothes closet to just what will fit in maybe a 3 or 4 foot wardrobe for each season. It's really hard. So this past weekend we did another moving sale / garage sale and did quite well at that sale. So it's another day of moving sale. This is our second moving sale as we prepare for our liquidation in order to get to Nice, France with next to nothing. Well, next to nothing except for shoes and clothes. I'm even parting with a lot of the shoes. Look at all those shoes for sale. The high-end designer shoes, the Louboutins and the Manolo Blahniks. So we've had another day at the yard sale. We're starting to put things away. We're actually boxing things up to take over to a place it's called St. Matthew's House. St. Matthew's House is where we donate a lot of things. They have a shelter there and they also have a store. So we are bagging things up for that. And I still have many, many decisions to make on what to bring with us to France. So over the weekend, I was watching another one of my fellow content creators here on YouTube, and she's one of my favorite people to watch. I'll put her information down below. She was talking about wearing expensive looking jewelry, things that typically back in the day we would only wear for special occasions, a formal affair, a cocktail party. And I was looking for a subject for my video for this week, and I thought, I don't want to steal her thunder and do my video exactly like hers. But because we are trying to get things filtered down for our move to France, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. So to begin with, let me just say, I have always been someone in favor of bling. I would wear a shirt like this or a top like this. I'd wear it to work. I'd wear it to the grocery store. I'd wear it out to a bar. And I would think nothing of it. However, there was a time when I had things like this in the closet, and I would save them for special occasions. Like, oh, this would probably be great with a nice silky black skirt for New Year's Eve or something like that. I would just never wear them. And then I moved to the community that I live in now, and by a stroke of luck, I moved next to a woman who, I don't want to mention her name here, but I call her the glitter queen. I think she sort of refers to herself as the queen of glitter herself. And she created an entire business around glitter and that she has wrapped around glitter, and her entire world is all about glitter. And anyway, when I first got to know her, and she would just openly wear glitter any day, any time or any occasion. Anytime you might go to her jewelry studio, you would find her wearing glitter from head to toe, no matter what day it was. And she sort of, without intentionally planning to do it, she almost gave me the license to just wear whatever I wanted to wear. Like, take those things out of the closet. Take the glitzy sequin top out and throw it on with a pair of jeans like I have today. So she's my younger glitter sister. Anyway, prior to the glitter clothes, I was already wearing jewelry. I love jewelry. And maybe it's one of the reasons I have so much jewelry, costume jewelry, that I have to, again, slim down for our move to France. But I would be one of those people who would look in the jewelry store windows and see the diamonds and the emeralds and the amethysts and the rubies, and I would think, oh my gosh, wish I could afford those. Well, I'm fortunate that I have a wonderful husband who bought me a beautiful diamond engagement ring and a little wedding band of diamonds to go with it. But I'm not somebody who goes out and regularly buys these beautiful glitzy bracelets and necklaces filled with diamonds and all of these precious jewels. And, while my husband is probably the most generous man I know, and if we didn't have other things to do with our money, I'm sure he would shower me with diamonds and rubies, and wouldn't you, honey? Anyway, I found years ago that I could indulge my love of those things without spending a fortune, and so can you. So we were out shopping many years ago here in Naples, Florida, and we walked into a little mall of shops near downtown, and there was a place called Dana Tyler, and Dana Tyler is a jewelry store, and she sells costume jewelry, but her jewelry she refers to it as travel jewelry. A lot of her jewelry is sterling silver, or maybe silver plate over sterling silver.
A tiny tin man in the sand, I see a flower in his hand, greeting all the mighty ways to land. There's a little girl with golden hair.
But her jewelry is very inexpensive comparatively. And she has synthetic diamonds, and the synthetic diamonds in her pieces are exquisite. And in that particular line of jewelry, she offers a lifetime guarantee. So for example, I a couple of rings that had the tiny little pave diamonds. And over time, from bumping them, a few of the diamonds came out, and I simply brought the rings into her shop, and they replaced those little stones, and I went and picked them up, and there was no charge for it, because I had spent, in that particular case, those rings were probably $200 or $300 for the setting and the stone. In that particular store, she also has a lot of costume jewelry, and you can get beautiful necklaces and earrings, and if you want some really nice diamond studs for your ear, you can either get them in that expensive line with the platinum, or you can get her less expensive line. I mean, she can set you up with like a carat in each ear, or 2 carats in each ear, maybe for $100 a pair, or plus or minus a little bit. So it's a good place to go.
Little girl with golden hair, running free.
If you want to look like you have that well-heeled look, it's a good place to go if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money.
No despair, and I wonder who has brought her here into this playful place, this playing space.
And yet still look like you did. So, for example, all of these bracelets came from her store. Whoops. Except this one. I think I bought this one in Macy's. Now, I mix my, I guess the easiest way to say it, my travel jewelry, fake diamonds, I mix them with real diamonds so that it's believable. If I'm wearing my Rolex watch, people would not be inclined to think, oh, well, that's she's wearing a Rolex watch, so everything else must be real. And you can get away with that. Now, my Rolex watch is a real Rolex watch. And that's how I add some authenticity to the look. No, I'm not trying to let people or make people think I'm wearing a bazillion dollars in diamonds on my hand. But just in case I am wearing a bazillion dollars on my hand and somebody decides they want to steal it, the joke's on them. Let them have it. So we always see these warnings and read articles from magazines and everything that say, if you're traveling to Europe, leave your good jewelry at home. And that's a good suggestion. But that doesn't mean you can't buy some really nice, artificially luxurious jewelry. You can still look wonderful, especially if it makes you feel wonderful. And I think that's the most important thing. You should be very happy with the way you look. And if you enjoy walking out with sequins and lots of glitz and blitz and bling on your wrists and ears and neck and everywhere else, then you should do it. Just be mindful of where you're doing it.
This playing space with sparkling grace.
So one of the other reasons that I decided to do this video today is we're getting ready to travel. We're headed to Bali. And so when you pack for Bali, it's quite different than packing for Paris or Italy or someplace else. So I'm starting to think about, well, what jewelry will I bring? And one thing is for sure, when I go to Bali, I'm not going to bring any of my truly valuable pieces because I don't want to risk losing them in a country like Bali. Now, on the other hand, on the way back, we're stopping in Dubai. This would be quite fashionable and de rigueur in Dubai. Based on what I've seen on video and on TV series, people who live in Dubai, the well-heeled in Dubai, they wear these things every day, so it's no big deal. But I think that if you enjoy wearing pretty jewelry and wearing sparkly things, that you should just do it. But just be mindful of where you are. Now, If I'm going to walk out on a really bad street in any neighborhood in the world, I might not walk out with a hand that attracts attention like this. Because, I mean, it may not be all real diamonds and real gold, but do you really want the hassle of dealing with some guy trying to rip it off your hand? I mean, sure, you get the satisfaction of knowing that, thank God, it wasn't a real diamond tennis bracelet or a real Gucci love bracelet. But you have to give thought to it. But there shouldn't be any rule, anytime, anywhere, that you can't wear sparkly glitz, diamonds, or look like you're wearing diamonds, look like you're wearing rubies, emeralds, whatever it is you like. And they sell some very nice synthetic stones nowadays. It's really nice to have a few special pieces. And, you know, unfortunately, I don't have a ton of very, very expensive jewelry, but I do have a few prized pieces that I keep safe, and I probably wouldn't travel with them, with a few exceptions.
There's a tiny tin man in the sand. I see a flower in his hand.
So, and if you do take expensive jewelry with you, of course, you know, you have to be very careful about where you leave it in and how you travel with it. I also have to take into consideration that if I'm going to be staying at a hotel, there's housekeeping. I'm sure hotels like to think that their housekeeping staff is very trustworthy. So if I am bringing something and I'm going to worry about the housekeeping staff taking it while I'm out of my room, that's the time to leave that thing home. Don't bring that with you. I would only bring expensive jewelry with me if I knew it was going to be with me every single moment of the day. Otherwise, I'd be terribly brokenhearted if it was stolen out there in the world while I'm traveling, or if it just falls off my hand.
I wanna sing, sing, sing in 1,000 ways.
I mean, even around town, there's some people, unscrupulous people, who if you drop a ring or you drop a bracelet or you drop something that's got little stones on it, they'll just pick it up and walk away. We like to think that they're honest people, but trust me, there are not. Here's an example. Now, I use the dipping powder nails. My nails are all done with the dipping powder. So I had the dipping powder put on my nails, and then I bought this little box of little accents, metal and rhinestone or crystal accent pieces. And I had the manicurist attach one, and so she used like this intense glue, and then I had to put my finger under the ultraviolet light for a little while to glue it on. So here's this tiny little, let's see if you can see it. Hopefully that's clear enough for you to see. And it's just this cute little bow. Well, I had one on this finger too. See, you can see where the glue's left. And I was at an event a couple of weeks ago, and I was in the ladies' room, and one of the little one that was on this finger, it just flipped off, and I saw it fell on the floor next to me, in the stall next to me in the ladies' room. And I guess I could have just reached under, but I would have had to reach between some lady's legs. And I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'll just wait until she gets out of there. After she's done washing her hands and walks away, I'll go in there and grab my little thing so I can bring it home and glue it back on. So I did my business, got up, washed my hands, turned around to go and grab it. Don't you know that it was gone? That lady that was sitting in that stall, she had to have seen it flip over there because I heard it hit the floor and she was already in there. And she literally just picked it up and didn't give it back to me. I don't know whether she thought that it had some value and it was like, possession is 9/10 of the law. But there are a lot of dishonest people. I couldn't believe she did that. Now, the reality is it probably cost me a half of a cent for that little piece that the manicurist put on. And I've got another few little that may not look exactly like this one, but I have a few others that I can go glue on with nail glue, and hopefully it will stay on till my next nail appointment. But you have to be careful out there because there are so many dishonest people, and it's a shame to have to say that. So my feeling is, if you want to wear the sparkly clothes, you want to wear the bling, if you want to use the good champagne glasses, why wait for a special occasion? Especially if you're in my age range. I'm in my late 60s. If you're 50, 60, 70, 80, what are you saving them for? I am going to have to get rid of most of my wine glasses and crystal. So these I'm going to take with me to France. If it kills me, I'm going to take these. I have a set of these, 4. These I'm going to take because I love the glasses and I just don't want to part with them. And I'll gladly pay whatever it costs to ship them in a box. But don't save all of those things that you save for a special occasion. Use the fine china. What if you don't have company for a long time? Are you really going to just let that fine china sit in the closet? I have a beautiful set of fine French porcelain china that my husband Jeff bought for me for Christmas a few years ago. I put that in the china closet, and it's been sitting there. I've used it a couple of times when we've had company. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to bring it with us because it's heavy. And, the shipping from the United States to France, it's based on weight. So the heavier the things are, the more they're going to cost. And I think that it would actually cost more to ship it than he paid for the set of dishes. So, but I should listen to my own advice right now and use that set of china, because once I have to sell it, it'll be gone, and that'll be it. So as they say, buy the shoes, eat the cake, drink the champagne, wear the glitz, wear the bling. Don't wait until a special occasion. Make every day a special occasion. Live every day like it's your last, and who knows? Sadly, for some of us, it could be. Enjoy the hell out of everything you have and you love. And don't let there be an excuse why you don't. So if you agree, comment below. If you don't agree, comment below. I love to hear from you. I enjoy your comments. And for those of you who have already commented about every one of my close to 200 plus videos, I'm sure you know that I respond to every single comment that is left for me. Well, except for the terrible, nasty ones that we have to get rid of. But everyone that is fit to be seen, I respond to. And I'm thankful to all of you who take the time to watch my videos and leave me a message. So thanks so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, a reminder, subscribe below. Give me a thumbs up if you found this video somewhat entertaining. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.
In the sky, cloudy dolphins floating by. Just imagine how they play.